And is there a real benefit or potential improvement in knowing what our mission is in this life? And how does that affect the afterlife?
It is very easy to know what your mission is. As we have often said, everyone's mission and purpose is exactly the same. You are to be yourself as fully as you possibly can. The way that you do that can be different as there are differences in people. This is why, again, we encourage you to follow your passion in the formula, because that's what will allow you to express your purpose in a unique way from everyone else. But the purpose in general is the same: to act on your true vibration, which is acting on your passion, to be yourself, the true self, as fully as you can, to let more of your soul through into the physical form, to bring down the higher vibrations to earth, to create heaven on earth, to move humanity forward in service, to evolve humanity by performing service, to help, to enlighten, to illuminate. These are the general purposes you all have. The way you go about it will be unique to you and will be representative of what it is you're passionate about doing, and the challenges that you face, and how much you grow, how much you stretch, how much you're willing to be yourself in service to others. All these will be a factor in your capability of fulfilling the mission and purpose you chose to be yourself.
Along those lines, it seems like some people come in and they just know what their passion is. They have a life that follows that fairly easily. Everything synchronistically seems to fall into place. And then there's others who continually feel like they're searching for, what am I supposed to do? Who am I? What would you say is the purpose of that distinction?
Well, there can be two basic reasons, although there can be more. Number one is sometimes the idea of someone having a very clear understanding of what it is they need to do can be representative of what you would simply call a more experienced soul. Someone who may have literally hundreds or thousands of earth lives and simply has chosen as a soul to come in to be of service very directly, and therefore their path, their life path, will be very clear and very much aligned with what it is they need to do to be of service to humanity and helping humanity evolve forward. The idea, therefore, conversely, may be that those that seem to be unclear about that may not necessarily have as many lives in the earth plane, may be less experienced, and may still be searching for understanding of how things work in physical reality, because it's not something they're completely used to. They haven't tried everything yet. They haven't gone through a multitude of experiences yet. And then in conjunction with some of the belief systems that exist on earth that limit a soul from understanding certain things and how things work in the cosmos, that may further limit them and confuse them from being clear about what they can achieve on their life path. But again, it's all for the purpose of facing challenges and stretching and growing and having more and more and more experiences, so that through those multitude of experiences, you can become clearer and clearer and clearer and less susceptible to the belief systems that may exist in a limited society, so that you can break through those limitations and serve humanity in a much more open-eyed, aware, conscious, and clear way.
And how can parents help their children understand how to follow their passion and be able to, in a sense, help them tune into what their actual path in life will be?
We have discussed this many times. We will repeat it here briefly. The idea is for the parent or the adult or the teacher to be imaginative and creative enough to create simulation scenarios in which children can learn the consequences of the choices that they may make in life, without necessarily experiencing those consequences out in what you call the real world, so that they are practicing through simulations first. This is where your online games can come into play, where you create games that allow them to understand what the typical consequence of certain choices may be, played out on a computer before they play it out in real life, so that these games are actually representative of true situations and authentic reactions and take into consideration different emotional and mental and physical factors on your planet that would result in a response that would be relatively realistic, so they can understand that having made the choice that they have made would likely cause these kinds of consequences, these kinds of reactions out in the physical world before they actually attempt it in the physical world. Plus, of course, teaching them the formula, teaching them that they are as powerful as they need to be to attract whatever they need in life without having to hurt themselves or anyone else in order to achieve that or attract it. Teaching them these principles and anything that you believe they need to know to thrive in physical reality as a lesson, adapting that lesson to what it is they're already passionate about instead of trying to diminish their passion into the lesson, will teach them and make them passionate about learning, so they will understand how to learn, how to grow, and become mature, balanced, constructive, positive, service adults.
So in a situation where, let's say, you have a child that gets excited about something, starts doing it, and then, oh, I don't want to do that anymore, and then switches over to something else, and then switches over to something else, and to the point where the parent feels like they're not committed to anything they're doing. Is there...
Well, again, it depends on the child, and it depends on how the parent might pick up on the reason for that, because it can be that the child is experimenting, attempting to understand and determine what it is they're truly passionate about, or it can be the idea of negative belief systems preventing the child from feeling that they can move forward on something that is actually representative of their truth, of their passion. But it is up to the parent to determine through certain kinds of questioning, when the parent understands how these things work, and questioning the child as to what it is they are doing and why they may be flitting around to different things. Are they experimenting? Are they searching for something? What are they looking for? Are they afraid to move forward on something? Are they afraid to continue it for a lengthy period of time? Do they get distracted by other things? The parent has to, again, be the one with the creative imagination and the knowledge to ask the right questions to determine exactly why the child may be functioning in the way that they're functioning with regard to moving around to different subjects.